He had loved her for 18 years. 18 years of his life had revolved around this woman! Yet she didn't even know he existed. He was the kind of guy who fell in love easily, hopelessly, and deeply. But she was his best friend's little sister. And even though their father had treated him like a son, he knew he wasn't worthy of her. Not only was she out of his league, she was his best friend's sister. It was a no-go zone, and so he buried his feelings under layers and layers of friendship until one day it all came crashing down. It was during a picnic. All their friends were there, laughing, eating, drinking, and he could feel her eyes on him, teasing him, daring him to make a move. But he didn't. He was too afraid. When they were all done, and he was walking her back to the car, he stopped. He couldn't take it anymore. He turned to her and whispered, "I love you." The words tumbled out of his mouth and he braced for rejection. But instead of pushing him away, she took a step closer. "I've been waiting for you to say that for so long," she whispered back, and then she kissed him. For the first time in his life, he felt like he could actually breathe. It was like the air had been sucked out of his lungs for the past 18 years, and now he could finally breathe again. The kiss meant everything to him. It meant that all those years of unrequited love had been worth it. It meant that she had felt the same way about him all along. But that feeling didn't last. Not when he saw the tears on her face. Not when she told him that she had a boyfriend. She was seeing someone else. The guy she'd been seeing wasn't good enough for her. He knew that. And when he told her about all the ways that he loved her, she broke up with him. He was devastated. But he knew, but he couldn't give up. If she didn't want him now, then he would prove to her that she needed him. He would show her how much better he was than her boyfriend. He started by being there for her, being the best friend that she needed. And slowly but surely, he chipped away at her defenses until she let him in again. He didn't push her to make a decision. He didn't pressure her to choose him. Instead, he waited. He waited patiently in the background, knowing that someday she would come around. And she did. 6 months after he'd broken up with her, she called him. It was late at night, and she was crying. Her boyfriend had just broken up with her, and she needed someone to talk to. So she called him. And when he answered, she poured her heart out to him. And when she was done, he said, "You don't need him. You have me." And that's when she realized that he was right. She didn't need a boyfriend. She already had someone who loved her more than she could ever imagine. This story is from a popular author. If you want to hear another story from him, please follow for more updates.